Okay, so we will begin. Cecilia Garcia, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
My name is Tom Millington, and I'm the executive director of Abroadia. And every once in a while, we host a guest who will share their global thoughts. So our guest today is Cecilia Garcia from the IME Business School at the Universidad de Salamanca, which is one of my favorite cities in Spain, by the way, beautiful place. And she will talk about the school and about a lovely opportunity for American students to study abroad. Again, Cecilia, welcome.
Thank you, Dom. So
So,
should I share now?
yeah, yes, please go ahead. Tell us a little bit about the IME.
Okay, so just one sec. Let me know if you see it. Do you see it now?
Yes, yes. It's
Okay, perfect. Yeah, perfect. So there we go. So my name is Cecilia Garcia. I'm the head of international admissions at IME Business School. And whether you are joining us live or watching this session afterwards, the goal of the presentation is to give you a clear and practical overview of the Business Essential Bootcamp so you can understand what to expect. I will walk you through the business school, the structure of the program, what you will learn, and also answer some most common questions that the students usually have. Um, so let's start by giving you some context about the institutions behind the program, which is the University of Salamanca and IME Business School. The University of Salamanca is one of the most prestigious universities in Europe and the first in Spain. We have over 800 years of experience. It's also really international university. We get more than 6,000 international students every year. IME Business School, as the business school of the University of Salamanca, adds a practical dimension to the university. So we are in charge of managing the master's degree in business management, that is to say MBAs. So we have different programs in Spanish, in English for senior, junior students, as well as these short courses like the bootcamp that I'm presenting today. Around 90% of our professors are professionals of companies, so they bring real current business experience to the classroom. And we have a big employment rate, around 55, and sorry, around 95% of our students find an opportunity during our programs or right after. So the key point here is that you are not just learning theory, but also how business actually work today. Um, I would like just to talk a little bit about the experience outside the classroom, about the city of Salamanca. As Tom said, it's also one of my favorites in Europe. Salamanca is a very unique city for students. It has a strong academic tradition, but also a vibrant and international atmosphere. Is safe, is welcoming, is affordable if we compare it to Madrid or Barcelona. And you can easily adapt if you are coming from abroad. One of the advantages also of Salamanca is that everything is close, so you can walk almost everywhere, which makes daily life easier. And also, at the same time, we're really well connected. We are next to the border with Portugal. We are like 2 hours and 30 minutes away from Madrid. So if you are thinking about traveling while doing the program, you have many options. The idea is that it's not just studying, but having a full international experience. So now let's talk a little bit about what you will actually learn in the program. So as you see, our program is structured in 4 modules, one per week. First week is going to be about business fundamentals and strategy. So the idea is to build a solid base in how companies operate and how strategic decisions are made. In the second week, we're going to cover business fundamentals, Sorry, we are going to cover business operations. We are going to focus on marketing. We are going to talk about finances because these are areas that organizations demand. Companies want students that know a little bit about these areas. Third week is going to be about new technologies and artificial intelligence, helping you understand how digital transformation is shaping businesses, how they are adapting to these new tools. Last but not least, we have an extra module that is optional. You can just choose if you want to do it or not. This is the business Spanish. The idea is that if you're going to do it, you have at least a B1. This is required so you can understand what, the lessons and also benefit from this course. Um, I think I didn't mention the fourth module, which is apply entrepreneurship. In this module, the idea is that the student is able to develop their own business project and then present it. Okay, so it's especially practical and one of the most valuable parts of the program. I think it's everything for the modules. Some important facts about the course. So it's a 4-week program starting in July. So the idea is that it goes from July 6th to July 30 of 2026. That means that you're going to complete 48 hours of core classes plus 16 optional hours if you take the Spanish module. Lessons are going to take place from Monday to Thursday in the morning. We're going to be starting around 9:30 a.m. This way, you're going to have free time in the afternoons. Is an 100% English program, so the Spanish is not required unless you're willing to take the Spanish module, right? As you see, the structure is very focused, one module per week. This allows you to concentrate on each topic. As for the teachers, we have, as I mentioned before, both university professors and also industry professionals. So this way, we're going to have a balance between the theory and also the practice. With this, I'm going to move to the common question, the questions that I normally get asked by students. First, you normally are concerned about having prior knowledge in business, so this is not needed. We don't need you to have an advanced background in business because the program is designed to be accessible while still being valuable. Second, talking about the practical approach, as I said, is very practical, especially in the final module where you're going to develop your own project. The teachers are going to work with case studies, so they are going to present you with problems within a company, opportunities. So the idea is that you act as a manager would do. Also, they ask a lot about networking opportunities. During the program, you're going to interact with professors from the University of Salamanca, with professionals from different companies. So you're going to have many natural opportunities to connect. What happens after the bootcamp, or what is this program for? So it's ideal if you want to build a strong foundation in business, explore maybe entrepreneurship, or strengthen your international profile. Also, it's going to help you to know which is the next academic step. Most of our students that do this kind of courses then decide to do a master, to do an MBA. They already know which area they want to develop in. They already know if they would like to specialize in finances, marketing, foreign trade, thanks to the program. So they decide to continue with a higher degree. As I mentioned before, it's important to take into account that for the business Spanish module, it is suitable for beginners, right? But we need at least a B1. In this sense, we're not going to ask for any specific certificate. We are going to do short Spanish test to see if your level is high enough to take the module. And finally, talking about the workload, something that students are normally worried about, classes are in the morning, as I said, but you should take into account that you may need some extra time to prepare the case studies, to prepare any activity that the teacher may ask you, like, for example, presentations, role play exercise, and especially during the last week, you will need some time to prepare the final project. This doesn't mean that you are not going to have time to enjoy the experience because you have plenty free time. So just to conclude that the basic information, so this program is designed to give you a practical, international, and intensive introduction to the world of business. If you're interested in applying, please contact Thomas. He will be he will guide you through the next steps and manage the application process. And if you're watching this session after the event, you can ask any additional questions and we're happy to help you. Um, I think this is everything on my part, Thomas. I don't know if you have any questions or anything I didn't cover that may be of interest to candidates.
Uh, you covered it very thoroughly, Cecilia. I think I'll just ask a question for some people who may see this video later on. Um, where do most students for this program come from? The United States or England? Are they international mostly?
So we have like students coming from all parts of the world, but it's true that most of our students come from the United States, Latin America in general, because we have programs in Spanish too, and Europe, like Portugal, Italy, France.
Very good. Very good. It sounds like a very good program. Um, I think you had mentioned when we talked earlier that the students have to complete a final project, correct? For,
Exactly.
could you talk a little bit about that?
So the idea is that in groups, okay, they're going to work in groups. They come up with a business idea. Maybe they have an, I don't know, an entrepreneurship project that they would like to do in the future, or they would like to do a study on a specific company they like. So the idea is that they work on that with a director. We're going to have a teacher that is going to be the director of each group. So he or she is going to guide them through the project. Um, it's just a week, so they are going to work or maybe help them so it's not too big, not too small. But the idea is that at least they come with a foundation for a business project that they are going also to present in front of a board of teachers, and they are going to get a mark thanks to that presentation.
It just sounds incredible. It's a really a nice experiential experience, I think, for students. Uh,
Exactly.
so that is very good. And regarding the Spanish classes, how many hours would that be? Would that be the same model, the same format?
So it's going to be 16 hours of
Okay.
business of Spanish classes, and it's going to be in the afternoons. So most of the program is going to be during the mornings. For those students who are willing to take the extra module, is going to be during the afternoon. The idea is to work a little bit on communication skills, written skills, but always taking into consideration that the students are going to use their Spanish in a business context. So maybe we are also going to work some vocabulary related to business, and as they are going to have already a B1, some oral activities like play roles in which Spanish in the business context is involved.
Okay, fantastic. I think it sounds like a wonderful program. Um, well, I think that's it for me. And so I'll certainly speak to other people, and certainly we hope to interest students in this program. As I said, Salamanca is a wonderful city, and especially this is really specifically for business students. I think it's a wonderful opportunity to take classes in English with some of the leading professionals in Spain. It's a
Exactly.
wonderful opportunity. I think it's great. I'm actually jealous.
Just to add something, it doesn't matter if the students maybe they don't come from a business background. but they are willing maybe to develop in business in the future. Me myself, I'm a translator. I'm now working at the business school. So if they don't have a business background, they could also join the program, as it's going to be accessible, still valuable. Still, we are going to see important things about business, but it could be accessible for other students that they are willing to do business in the future.
Oh, very good. And so, Cecilia, you said you're a translator. What do you translate? Spanish and English, right? Or
Spanish, English, Spanish, French, and Spanish, Italian too.
oh, very good. Very multi-talented. Very good. Um,
Yeah.
well, okay, thank you so much, Cecilia. I appreciate it. And we will be in touch. Thank you again very much for your time and for this wonderful description of I'd say it's a a fantastic program. I hope we can send you some students.
Thank you, Thomas. I hope this is useful and thank you for your time, for preparing everything, and for being here today.
Okay. Thank you, Cecilia. We'll see you soon. Yep.
Bye
Bye.
bye. Have a nice day.